Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? Made with Real is in the building. Thank you for rocking with us. Coming back once again. It's me and my nigga T Money. What's good?
What's going on, nigga?
We got Ness in the building. What's happening?
Oh, I'm never doing that again.
Please don't. Please don't. I don't even know why you started that shit. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I didn't expect that from you.
Where's Lascelles when you need him? You know, where's Lascelles when you need him? Lascelles is not here with us today, but it's all good. We're going to keep shit flowing. Just had to let y'all know. Of course, 52s and Smoke is a family that brings you this podcast. Check out the YouTube channel, Instagram, iTunes, everywhere we at. Follow us. We got a whole family of shows coming out. You can look up the Safe Space. We got a couple of new shows that's going to be dropping real soon. But for all you football lovers, Fantasy Outsiders is definitely dropping every week. Tuesday morning, your fantasy recap or whatever you want to call it will be out there for you. Check out Fantasy Outsiders on YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, all that shit. But anyway, today is Made with Real, man. It's when I get to sit down with my real, true homies. My folks I know for years on top of years on top of years. It's a beautiful goddamn thing, man. So what's good with everybody? What's happening?
Hey, man, I'm chilling like I chill, bro.
Chilling like you chill? You know what? I don't know if that's true no more.
No?
Nah, bruh.
No, what?
Because you was about to knock a nigga head off. You was about to knock a nigga's head clean off. It was about 7 people whose lives was in danger. And I don't even know if they knew it, bro.
Man.
What the fuck was going on that day? That's what I want to know.
I was on that drink, bro. That's all. I was on that drink. I wasn't trying to fight nobody. I was not trying to. What's funny, man, is I woke up that next day and everybody that was watching the live stream was like, nigga, why are you trying to fight people at the RBE event?
Bro.
I'm like, no, nigga. Honestly, I was just trying to get It's Rosenberg Raw. You know what I'm saying? Right. Bully. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this nigga to turn up. He over here all cool on the interview and shit. I'm like, nah, this Rosenberg. Get these niggas. We ain't seen you in 3 years, man.
I feel you trying to give him something special.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I looked at it, I was like, man, that's dangerous.
A lot of people. I think Mav thought that too. That's why he.
Yeah, I was like, that's dangerous, bro. Like, why is Ness acting like this? That nigga want to smoke, all the smoke.
That's crazy.
God, I was scared.
I did not know it looked like that. I didn't know it came off like that. I had to apologize to Casey J. I had to apologize to ARP. You know what I'm saying?
You should have, goddamn it. You was threatening people's lives. Just ask, who said that? Who gonna smack me up? Straight.
That was my nigga MJ. I didn't know that was MJ. I didn't know he was quoting the bar. You know what I'm saying?
So the dude, you knew the dude pointed himself out, right?
Yeah. But I didn't know he was quoting the bar. He was just saying something like, "Smack who is this? I smacked this nigga." I thought he was just talking shit because I was kind of taking over the interview. So I'm like, who gonna smack me?
I'm looking at this shit like this could be ugly. They ain't gonna make it to the. They're not gonna make it to the stage if this nigga turn around and pop on somebody. I was like, wow. It's not what I'm used to with Nestle. I was like, holy shit.
Nobody's used to that from me, man. What makes it so funny is I don't know if it's true. It's just a vibe that I got, but I didn't think ARP originally liked me. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So, I've never really been invited to an event like that. After me quote unquote popping off on everybody, he put my name on the event for the door. Next day.
Let him in. Maybe he don't want no problems. I don't know.
Nah. That's a big nigga. I don't know if you mad. Nigga Mav side.
Yeah. All right. Nestle getting into his craziness. It's all good. But yeah, so just like Ness wanted to slap some niggas up at the RBE event, we got some niggas out here. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to slap anybody up. Nothing like that.
Nah, bro. Keep that same energy, nigga.
Yo.
Keep that same energy, nigga. Get them niggas.
Keep it all the way 100, man. These my homies. I fuck with these niggas.
Right.
There's a podcast out there called Everyday Black Men. It's a good show. It's a good show. I like what they doing. You know what I mean? It is for who it is for.
Nah, nigga, fuck them niggas as a podcast, a crew, and a motherfucking record label, nigga.
I feel Ness. I thought Lewis was down for us, nigga.
Bro,
he seemed like he came for us a little bit.
You know
listen, they talking about Everyday Black Men. You got Riker, which is my homie, and then you got R. Reed, and then you got Armstead is the name of the host over there. Everyday Black Man, good show. Check them out, Spotify, wherever you can find them. I like them, but they kind of dedicated a piece of their show to actually critique our show, which is interesting. I think from the get-go, from the gate, that's a very interesting thing to do.
I can't lie, man. I like it. I like the competition. What is podcast? What is bouncing ideas back and forth.
You right.
Challenging each other. You
You
know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're right. I'm not mad at it. I just think it's interesting to commit a certain part of your show to critiquing someone else's show, critiquing, correcting, whatever you want to call it. It came off not bad. It wasn't like
them niggas haters, B.
They weren't trying to kill us. You know what I'm saying? But it was. I don't know how you feel about it, T-Money. What did you heard it, right?
Yeah, I listened to it.
You get it. So let me tell you. All right. So our second episode, I think it was Black Folks and Chicken, right?
Yeah.
Talking about Popeyes. They mentioned something about something we said about Popeyes that wasn't correct, and they tried to inform us a little better. Then they mentioned the black banking thing that we were talking about with Washington Mutual and tried to correct us and inform us a little better. They also mentioned something else. I can't even remember. The Jay-Z situation with the NFL, and they tried to, I guess, correct us.
Well, they ain't really correct us on that. They just put their opinion like...
how you feel about it? You heard what they said.
I mean, like I said, I don't have no beef with them. I mean, he just... It's like you said, they correct us. They went back, checked the facts, and stated it.
Okay, so they're the Carfax. They went.
It's like we put an exam. You know how you put an exam in college, and the teacher writes, "No, nigga, this was wrong.
Right.
Go back and look your facts up."
Now on the banking thing, they cook. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's the one thing I agree on with the bank.
Really,
right, it was wrong.
There's nothing you can really retort with that.
This is true.
But on the Jay-Z thing, nigga, I don't know, dog.
I don't agree.
I don't know, dog.
You know what it is? I appreciate any kind of criticism or anything like that because, it only makes us better. Like I said, I fuck with these boys for real. But I just feel like there's a miscommunication. It's a miscommunication.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like you go, we do one thing and you do another thing. I don't feel like our shows are similar at all.
It's not.
You do one thing. We do something else. The question is, do you know what that is? I don't think they know what that is. That's where I'm coming from.
What is it?
What we do?
Yes.
Read the about count on under Made with Real. Under Made with Real, it says backyard conversations, conversations your uncle when they drunk too long, if you stay too long at a fucking cookout, kind of conversations. Now you telling me, is there any encyclopedias, Googling?
Oh, so you saying you call them like nerds and stuff? Is that what
you calling them nerds?
No, it sound like you call them nerds.
I'm just saying, what we do is something different. This is off the cuff. This is a conversation you could have on the corner or on the block or anywhere. This is a conversation you could have anywhere. If I go to my cousin's house to kick it or something, that's where we gonna have that conversation. And nobody's pulling out a book.
Or looking at laptops.
Googling, pulling up a laptop. Nobody doing that. That's not what we do here. We telling you how we feel. And I also think that's why we don't really mention too many specifics or details. We talk about the overarching feel of something and how it affects our people. Because regardless of the details, that feel is still there.
To play devil's advocate, they are called everyday black men, which is what you just explained. Mm-hmm. Right there, it intertwines. You know what I'm saying?
It does, unless somebody named their podcast incorrectly.
I mean, I may have gotten to the bottom of this.
You know what I mean? That's just how I feel.
We may have got to the bottom of this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we Made with Real. We just keeping it funky. How we see it, take it how it come, and responding.
Pause.
Yeah, pause that. But they do something different. They're very political. Now, these are very smart black men. I respect everything that they do.
Very intelligent.
I don't feel like we are not intelligent, but to the effort that we're doing, like what we're doing, is not calling us to call on every bit of intelligence we have to do. We just chilling. That's the vibe I want here. That's the vibe that we put together. You see this alcohol on the table? That's what we do.
Just having fun.
Ain't no alcohol over there. Ain't no alcohol over there. It's a bunch of laptops and phones pulled out. And
last time we were there, we just were drinking soda.
Exactly. Yeah, soda and Chinese food. That was it.
Got the soda podcast, B?
Yeah, they got the soda pod. It's nothing wrong with the soda pod.
Ain't nothing wrong with the soda pod.
We're not the soda pod, all right? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. Go check them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might like what they doing. I like what they doing. I listen to these guys.
They are very intelligent,
You know
very
what I mean?
informed.
Very informed.
Very well spoken.
Exactly. When I need to know something, when I need to hear something, I hit my mans up. Like, yo, what you think about this? Did you hear this? Yada, yada. Cool. Bet.
All right, so the difference is soda pod, liquor pod.
There you go. I think that's what it is. That's what it is right there. I appreciate the criticism, whatever. Just understand our goals. We ain't soda pod. You know what I mean?
We the liquor pod.
We liquor pod.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it at that. No shade, no nothing like that. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm probably gonna hit you up in about a week. And once this shit drop, we talk about it. You feel me?
They gonna try to cook us on the next one.
Probably are. I don't know, man. But like I said, I appreciate it. But I think we understand our lanes is what I'm saying. I do at least. I don't know if you do.
They cook us. I'm doing a diss track.
That's what's up. I'm be on it. I'm dropping bars. I'm be on it. I ain't spit bars in a minute. Nigga.
You heard?
Dirty Jer style?
Dirty Jer. It's been a minute. It's been at least 18 years since the Dirty Jer style, nigga.
We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna sit down and write. I'm not gonna come off. Yeah. Anyway. All right, so yeah, shout out to Everyday Black Men. Go check them out, EVDY Black Men on the Facebook and Instagram, all that shit, man. We fuck with them, but you know, it's just different lanes, B. That's all I feel. Moving on, we wanted to talk about some ugly shit that happened since we already here. I don't know if too many people heard about this Trump rally that happened in Georgia, like where I live. I live here. We all live in Georgia, and in a town that I've been in, Dahlonega, which is not too far up. What is up? 85? Is it? It's in that Lawrenceville area.
I don't know. All I know is it's like 307 because I used to work at UPS. I don't know.
Right, and I think like Gwinnett, like after Gwinnett, you get in the 305, and then I think you get further. Either way, they had this Trump rally out there, right? This is crazy to me that this is still happening. I mean, it's not crazy that it's still happening, but it's just the closer it get to home, you be like, yo, something got to give. Why is this still happening? But the crazy thing was, there's only 50 people that came out for this Trump march, from what I'm reading on whatever, the Wall Street Journal, whatever the fuck that was. Said about 50 people came out, and they were met with counter protesters of about 100 people. So there's more counter protesters than the actual people involved in the gathering or whatever you want to call it, right?
So all right, being that this is a Trump rally and 50 people showed up to honor what it actually is, and double that showed up to counteract that. Is that indicative of the actual numbers? Is that really what it is?
In that town, I would say yeah, but
I mean overall,
probably. I would hope so. But
niggas really hate Trump, dog.
They do. But then there's a lot of white people in the world.
And it is a lot of white, but a lot of white people hate this nigga though.
That's true too. But the question is, there's no way to tell which ones is which. Like, how do you look at somebody? But
that's who got him in the office too, though. So
right,
is it though?
The white people?
Is it? Yeah. No, I'm saying like, did he really win that election?
No, he. I think he did. I don't think they cheated for him or nothing. I think he just straight up dominated because nobody doesn't want a female as a president yet.
I don't know.
I mean, that's facts. That's facts.
I don't think.
But
so
did
either.
he really? Like, I'm not specifically. I don't remember the specific numbers.
It was just like what Obama when he was. Who did he beat the first time?
Obama?
Yeah.
Obama beat McCain the first time.
I knew he was gonna beat McCain. McCain was too old, man. It's like I didn't even watch the race because I knew Obama was gonna beat him.
I mean, yeah, but why? Why?
McCain's too damn old.
Just
man.
He
just was too damn old.
And that's how you felt about Trump and Hillary.
Yeah, Hillary. I was like,
but did you vote for Trump?
I didn't vote for nobody.
See, and that's the goddamn problem.
Me either.
That's the second goddamn
it's
problem.
It's not the problem.
It is the problem.
I knew he was gonna win.
Listen, this Trump rally to me is showing that there are people out there who are against this shit. It kind of gave me a little bit of hope, but at the same time, just like you're saying, it seems like he was already gonna win. People don't really know the power that you have when you come together and do things in unison. I keep preaching this on different platforms and shit like that, and I don't know why. I keep coming across people who don't agree with this shit. I don't understand.
All right, so catch people up who don't really know about the Electoral College, because that's how he won. He didn't win it with the actual numbers.
Exactly.
How does the Electoral College work?
I'm glad you asked that question, my brother.
Right.
And I'm not pulling up no book to do this. So everyday black men, stay off my goddamn back. I'm just tell you what I know from researching it from times in the past when I just wanted to know how this shit works. Right. The Electoral College, first of all, was introduced, I don't know what fucking year, but it was a long goddamn time ago when they said the people who are voting, we can't give them the responsibility to make the right decision.
Which is stupid.
So what we're gonna do is have representatives of groups of people, of a certain number of people, and these representatives will actually put in the vote that represents what those group of people want. So that's how the Electoral College started.
So hold on. So why do they say like every vote counts then if that's not true?
Because your vote is supposed to dictate how your electoral representative votes.
First off, Facebook and black people on Facebook, stop spelling it electoral, nigga. There's no I in that
it's
shit.
It's electoral. That's all. Yeah. But anyway, the representative situation, that's where it came about. Now, what it turned into is they started weighing these electoral locations.
Can't say electoral.
You just fucked me because you fucked me up. You just fucked me up and said it. That's bad. The electoral population, based on the population, they'll tell you how many electoral votes this area is worth.
Right.
So Texas is so big, right? It has this amount of population. So now you're gonna get maybe 50 electoral numbers, where Georgia is not as big as Texas. You got half the amount of numbers. So if everybody in Georgia votes one way, that's going to go towards the president as not those numbers. That's going to go to the popular vote, but the actual numbers that go towards him winning, he's going to get all the electoral votes that Georgia gives out. Let's say 25 or whatever. I don't know. And Texas, which is way bigger, maybe they give up 50. So you win all of the votes in Texas, they'll get 50. That seems cool. It makes sense. But then when you start coming down to different places that there's a lot more land somewhere, but less actual, more densely populated areas, like Delaware, for example. There's a lot of people in Delaware.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bridge Rothstein.
You know what I mean? Like it's heavily, it's densely populated. So then the amount of electoral people there or electoral numbers you get from there, you think will be more than somewhere else that has not so many people or less people, but it's a bigger area, like a state that's bigger. I don't know, Ohio or something like that. I don't know if their numbers should be similar. I don't even know if they are. But either way, this is how they're dictating how many numbers each place get.
Right.
So first of all, it's bullshit.
Facts.
How you explained it, yeah.
Because let's say Texas has 1 million people. We just use some round numbers. 1 million people in Texas.
Texas has way more than 1 million.
That's why I'm just using just easy numbers to understand.
I got you.
1 million people in Texas, right?
Right.
1 million people, and if you win Texas, you're gonna get 100 electoral votes. That's cool. You just gotta you won that 1 million people. You got 100 electoral votes. Let's say Georgia has 900,000 people, but the electoral numbers are you're only gonna get 45. So because you won Texas, who has 1 million people, you get 100 electoral votes. And if you win Georgia, very similar, closely in number. I'm only down 100,000 people from what you were.
But them electoral votes
is way different.
Yeah.
That's the problem. The whole system is set up instead of just taking each individual person's vote and counting the entire populace vote, the popular vote. That's what they should do. But they're going back to that original. People don't know what the fuck to do. We can't trust them to make decisions.
So we say all this to say Trump lost the popular vote.
Yeah,
he did. He legit lost the popular vote.
But he hit the main states where he knew that was important, though.
Right. I mean, every president for the last,
I
don't know how long has been playing the electoral college game. They've been going after certain states. That's why Florida is such a big deal.
Yeah, Florida is really
because
big.
it has a lot of electoral, which I don't know how many people are there. I don't know what the volume of people there, but they have a lot. Ohio. Everybody always talk about Ohio when election comes around.
Even Ohio, Florida, though, it seems like every time it comes down to the end, it's like whoever wins Florida, that's who's going to be
because it's swinging 50 whole electoral votes. I think you only got to get 275 or something like that to actually win the presidency. So if you're getting 10 here, 10 there, 10 there, and then you got these big ass 50 joints out here, you want to get those because that's a big jump. So that's why those states wind up mattering a lot. California is like 70 or something like that. I don't know. It's a lot because it's big as hell. But then that's where the games start getting played. Instead of people trying to appeal to every single individual because you don't know who's going to vote for you and who's not going to vote for you, they're really only appealing to the people who have a large amount of electoral votes.
Electoral votes is a loophole.
Pretty much. A loophole that was created by not having faith that the people, the actual people of the world, can make the right decision. Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
So people say, and I understand people don't like that shit. Like, oh, my vote don't count. It does. It counts towards moving your electoral college numbers in the right direction. Should it be that way? No. Your number should be directly allotted into the slot of the person you voted for, regardless of the person next to you. Because it won't matter if that 100 electoral college numbers, if half of the people in Texas voted for one person and the other half voted for another person, but then one extra person voted, so that whoever wins that side, the other side, it seems like their vote don't count because they still send all those electoral college numbers to that candidate, which is bullshit. So that's how people feel that way. That's why people feel that way. It's kind of true, but it's kind of not, and you still need to go out and fucking vote. both of you motherfuckers need to goddamn vote.
I recognize that at this point.
But regardless
last
of what
time I was on some, fuck this whole shit.
Nah, man.
I'm not voting for nobody. I'm not voting for the lesser evil. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like last time it felt like, all right, I'm voting between getting shot or stabbed. I don't want to get either one of them bitches.
But one of them gonna happen, so you should have your say.
I agree.
One of them are gonna happen.
I agree now. I agree about it. But last time I was like, no, nigga, I'm not getting shot or stabbed. Fuck this shit.
No, now they get to pick.
Right.
You have no say so,
I agree.
and they're gonna tell you which one's gonna happen to you without you even having an opinion.
I agree.
I'm still not doing that. I don't give a fuck.
No, you gonna vote? I'm gonna take you down.
I'm not voting.
Why not?
I don't give a fuck.
What do you?
So what's your science behind the not give a fuck attitude, bro?
I just don't care.
No.
I mean, it probably will affect me, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
I was about to say because I was gonna say, is it because it won't affect you?
I was about to say that, but it probably will. But
in what way will it affect you though?
It depends who it is, but I'm just saying whatever it is, I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
You don't care.
That's a philosophy I held for last time as well.
A lot of people say
because whatever happens, I'm still living in this world. I'm still gonna have to deal with it regardless.
It doesn't matter what
felt.
the fuck they say they're gonna do. Half them niggas don't do the shit anyway.
But
just like he said with the tax thing, he was like, I'm gonna take this much percentage out. I haven't seen shit in my check that helped me more.
right.
I'll probably get $2 more. Like,
it's true.
Thank you, nigga. Thank you.
I don't get people who don't see how things grow on top of each other. Like, things grow on top of each other. If we not gonna vote and try to put in the people that could possibly affect change in our benefit, right?
Like, he probably did one good thing. The economy's better. That's the only thing he did.
Better for who?
I mean, just overall, just job wise.
Is it better for you? You got a new job?
I did get a new job.
Well, since Trump got in office, that's when you got a new job.
It was around that time.
Was it because of him?
No, it wasn't because of him. I'm just saying, but...
So how's the economy doing better for you?
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just talking about from the stats they are giving us. They said the economy's better than...
That's what they said.
It's been in 10 years.
What stats are you reading, though? Are you reading from a meme or...
No. Like news and shit.
Oh, okay.
They said it's just higher than it's ever been before in like 10 years.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just know the shit that I care about is not being taken care of. Healthcare and shit like that is important.
Well, he doesn't care about that. He's a businessman.
I know. I understand that. But is that...
I mean, no,
you
help
agree
is
with that?
No, I don't, because he can afford to go and pay fucking $1,000 and it won't hurt him.
I don't know, man. I just would like the humanity restored in the building. So
yeah, that's one thing that I've been looking at, and that's making me lean towards run towards voting next time. Man, is it sounds small and minuscule in scale, but I've been called a nigger more in the past 3 years than I have in my entire life. You
really?
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
God damn.
I believe it.
I haven't been called nigga in a while, but
I haven't been called one, but I could see why it's happening to somebody.
it's not even that. But I could tell like white people been talking about me. Like they'll probably say it to themselves, but they won't say it like out loud so I can hear it. But you could tell when somebody's talking about it.
They're saying it out loud now, though.
I know they are, but I'm just saying like from my experience lately, I could tell they're probably thinking it, but they're not saying it to my face. Like
Right. Well, I mean, it's probably also because I travel a lot, so I'm in a bunch of different. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, the first instance of it, I was driving in Indiana.
Oh shit!
And, I didn't know Indiana was racist. I didn't know it was like that. But like, it was my second time in Indiana. My first time, everything was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. I ain't really had no. I'm driving in Indiana. I'm at a stoplight. I'm about to make a right. I stopped. Came to a complete stop. Because I was inebriated. I shouldn't have been drunk driving. Right. I came to a complete stop, about to make it right, and some dude flies past his red light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the shit been red.
Right.
You know what I mean? So as he does that, I hit the brakes. Skirt. He goes, nigger. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, I should follow this motherfucker.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Sheesh. That shit happened just a couple weeks ago. I'm standing, I'm walking across the street. I'm walking with my dog. I'm in Dunwoody. Yeah. I'm like, we in Dunwoody now. You know what I'm saying? We done came up at the Kroger where I seen you at. Yeah, so I'm walking across the street with my dog. Somebody throws a pack of halfway open pennies at me.
What? Oh, you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
just driving by.
Just driving by, just threw that shit. Hit me and my dog. That shit kind of hurt.
Yeah, pennies hurt. They used to put them in socks and knock
It's
people
not
out.
even that. I would have been heated.
I was, but what I'm gonna do? They driving by.
Were you sure they were white or?
They was white. They was definitely white.
God damn.
You know what though? You do look like a nigga.
I do. No. Dog, it's crazy. Just yesterday, I'm walking with my dog. I put this shit on Facebook. Walking with my dog at that same Kroger. And this couple passes me, a black girl, and a white guy.
Yeah. As
they're passing me, she looks at me, holds her purse tighter, and grabs her man's arm. I'm like, you black, man. What the fuck you doing?
But it was a black guy.
It was a black girl and a white guy.
Oh, damn.
Or maybe an Asian guy, I don't know. But that I was focused on her because I seen her visibly, you know what I mean, like grab her purse,
right,
and hold her man's arm like I'm about to steal her in broad daylight at Kroger.
But okay, there's the idealistic nigga in their mind is all I'm saying, right. And that's a big, athletic looking, muscular black dude, probably bald head, who either bald head or with dreads. Who look mean and like nigga, if you don't know Ness and he was just walking down the street, you look mean. The nigga's nice as fuck, nicest nigga in the world.
That's crazy. Okay.
But you look mean. Like if I didn't know you, I seen you across the street.
Your demeanor would change.
I'm not fucking with that nigga. Like yeah,
really.
Yeah, your demeanor. Like I would be concerned if something was going on. You know what I'm saying? Just from your physical appearance, and I think there's a lot of dudes who fall into that. Is
that fair?
It's not fair at all. People are judging by appearance, but black people do it too. When you walk down a certain street, down a certain block, you see certain dudes, you move over.
You see a group of niggas coming, you like, let me.
Depending on what they look like, what they sounding like, and how they talking. But if they look a different way and they dress a different way and their faces look, you're not concerned. If I walk by a whole bunch of Charles, a whole bunch of Lascelles, I probably should be because that ain't crazy. But I wouldn't.
But you don't know that because I don't know, looks regular.
Exactly. He's a fairer skinned person who doesn't look mean.
No tattoos, no dreads.
You know what I'm saying? But that nigga certified crazy. He'll fight you every day of his life if he had to. I don't get it. But when you see certain things, like I feel like I might fall in that category.
I mean, that's just the way of the world.
Most likely, darker skinned people is what they see in their mind. That's what these white people who are scared.
It's not even that. It's the news too. I've been watching news lately. It's just niggas always just somebody getting shot.
So they can control that though. They can control what they put on their.
I mean, they can, but
so all right, is we all know a lot of stereotypes are true.
Yeah.
When it comes to the darker skinned versus the fairer skinned thing, are these stereotypes true? You see me in a cell walking. You know what I'm saying? You see us walking in. All right. So you walking on the sidewalk. You come across him first.
Right.
What you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm not gonna keep walking and not pay attention to that nigga.
Yeah.
45 seconds later, you see me walking the same direction. What you gonna do?
I'm paying attention. You don't know me. I'm be paying attention.
I'm gonna pay attention. I'm
paying attention. Really?
Bruh. I mean, it depends. Like, but yes, you would garner a reaction before he does. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, it might not be a big reaction. I'm just make sure I got my eye on you and keep moving.
Yeah. But make sure you're not gonna sneak my ass on. Like, give it up, nigga. Like, God.
But
damn.
I don't really do that to black people in the first place. I'm just saying I understand people that do.
Well, yeah, because when I'm in Stillman, I'm used to that shit. Really? So it's like I don't really pay attention to it because I mean they could get me, but it's like I'm used to their environment.
Gets crazy.
Yeah, I mean you still gotta pay attention, but it's like I'm used to their environment.
When you walk past somebody, you keep the eye on them, even though you don't turn your head. You can see behind you. Would you put it in I don't know. I just pay attention a little closer to certain people. Other people I don't give a fuck about unless you look sneaky.
I owe somebody an apology on Facebook when I posted that story about me walking with the dog and the girl holding her purse tighter. Mm-hmm. Girl comes on my post and she says, "You look mean and unapproachable," or something like that.
Yeah.
And I ain't snap on her, but I said some old slick shit back to her. Janice Yum, I apologize. My apologies. Janice, they just said the same thing that you just said.
Reality, bro.
I mean, it's the truth.
It's reality. I mean, I know you.
I'm sure it goes the same way for white people.
Right. And then I do the same thing with white people though. It's certain white people. No, it's certain white people I don't pay attention to. Certain white people, like I would say jocks. The jockey, young, rambunctious, muscular white guy. I'm watching that nigga.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm watching him. There ain't no. It's because that type of person would say something or do something that they shouldn't be saying, and I'm concerned that I might get into it with them. The nerdy business guy, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't think you're gonna do anything to me. If you try to say something to disrespect me, it's gonna be some sleek, highbrow comment or something. I don't give a fuck. But the nerdy jock college niggas, college white boys, I'm watching them.
I like
get it shaking.
I like the consistency.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe I've just grown to be like this, man. But I'm first off, y'all know I'm a super peaceful guy.
Right.
Super.
Yeah.
In my mind, though, I'm thinking I knock all y'all motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really look at nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you're not threatened by anybody
No.
because you feel like you can handle yourself.
So let me ask you a question. Like, don't you think everybody thinks like, man, I'll knock this nigga out? Do you think half these niggas just say that just to try to scare you, or do they mean it like how you be thinking?
What's funny is I don't usually say that out loud. I usually say
niggas though, they knock your ass out, nigga.
Well, a lot of niggas is doing that for posturing. They doing that to keep niggas away from them. They doing that, a lot of niggas don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
I'm very honest, man. I know that I'm not the baddest nigga out this bitch. Nigga's always gonna be somebody that can fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you rocked my jaw before.
Nigga may not expect he might whoop your ass.
Nigga, you rocked my jaw before.
The problem,
me and this nigga box.
Right.
Me and Forchunit box before. I boxed you afterwards. You the one that hurt my jaw.
right? I would say he's the less skilled too.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Technical skills. That's
No,
all I'm
I got better though. Back then I wasn't, but I think
He threw 8 haymakers and hit me with 2 of them shit.
right. But yeah, man, it's crazy. You judge people. You're gonna fucking judge people, and Ness, you're a big shit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
That
Special guest coming through.
We may have a special guest. I don't know.
Yo, what up? Can y'all hear me?
Hey, yeah, we can hear you. We're recording live. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this?
Okay.
You say y'all can hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. Who the fuck is this? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yo, we recording?
Yeah, we recording, nigga. Who the fuck is this?
I go by many names, my man. By many names.
Is that right?
You can call me Uncle.
Uncle.
Hey, hold on. Who this here, partner? Who this? Hey, you remember when Sean was at the door with the gun and shit?
Yeah.
Who this here, partner?
Yo, what up, man? It's LaSalle chiming in. Ladies, fuck you been at, man?
Yeah. Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Man, if you say that shit
I'm
one
telling
more
you, nigga,
time,
we are
I'm coming
on
to
the air.
Tennessee.
Nigga, talk, nigga.
I'm
We
coming
hear
to
you,
Tennessee
bro. What's
and
up?
knock your light skinned ass out, man.
Hey.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Can you hear me now?
That nigga said it again on purpose.
Hold on.
He looking for you.
Hold on, I'm good.
He looking for his keys. Nigga.
Hey, this nigga T Money just pulled up the GPS, bro.
Yo, it's just hard for me to be afraid of a nigga with glasses that thick.
Ooh.
See, we were just talking about this shit before you got on the air.
Yeah. We all just collectively voted that you are not the threatening person walking down the street. Visually.
Because how you gonna cut you can't cuss a nigga out and then try and push readjust your frames on your nose, nigga.
No, we was talking about you.
Oh, me? I'm the least threatening person on here.
Yeah, visually. Although I think you're the most craziest person.
See, we were talking about stereotypes, though. We're not saying you can't find them.
We were saying like
about
Ness. Visually, you see him walking down the street, and you're gonna feel a certain way. Anybody who's scared of black people is gonna look at Ness and be like, "Oh shit, I don't know." He has a demeanor that doesn't necessarily is not inviting, and he look kind of mean, and he big and swole. Now you in shape, you kind of swole, but your demeanor doesn't come off mean. You don't have a mean attitude looking face, and you're light skinned, and you're light skinned as fuck. So the same person that might clutch their purse because of Ness, they gonna bump you in the shoulder and keep walking. Straight shoulder check this nigga and keep walking. Now that might not be a good idea, but visually,
I'm working on the light skin, nigga. I'm out here in the sun.
Let's go. Dark Skin Gang 2020. Let's go, nigga.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, no, you're right though. So when I first met Ness, I didn't. I don't know. I just didn't know what I wasn't. It wasn't a level of intimidation, but he's real standoffish. So he one of them dudes that when you talk to him, you're like, okay, my man, cool. But yeah, at first,
I don't know. I might have to swing
first glance, I just was like, I didn't, I didn't know.
Right, because
I felt that too, man. That's why I tried to make it, a little bit easier to have a conversation because, bro, I promise, man, like, I might be the most polite nigga you know. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
I might be the most polite nigga you know, man. But I recognize how I look, and I recognize that it could be, it could cause tension, just from
misconstrued. When you come across a big ass dude, the first thing you start is taking inventory of yourself. Like, hold on, what the fuck, big ass nigga up in here.
I was like, yo, I did do shoulders this morning, right? I did. Okay, yeah, I did shoulders.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just natural. So it's not.
And you're right though, man. So when I got to talk to you, I'm like, man, shit, the way he's programmed is a lot like me. So, it wasn't even like, so even when we kick it, it don't feel like I just met this nigga not too long.
Right. Yeah. So you took me being comfortable around niggas that I know is cool as standoffish. That's what a lot of people take it as, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. But
that's off top. And that's human nature though. Yeah, now on the flip side of that, when I first met T Money in person, I was like, yo, this is an ignorant ass nigga.
Because his demeanor is totally different. It's just a little goofy.
But then when I got to know him, I realized like this is an ignorant ass nigga. So I hit it right on the head.
What a lot of people don't know, and I find out every time I'm around this nigga T Money, is he's layered. He's more layered than niggas know. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Less off. You know what I'm saying?
For real. I don't think I could have survived me and T Money being friends this long if he was just exactly what you see. Like he got a lot more to him. Because I would have wrote him off a long time ago. It's just some dumb ass, stupid ass. Like I only fuck with him when it comes to the bitches. I'm married now, so I ain't never fucking with him. But it's more to him than that. And it take a while to uncover those layers, and you got to be in certain situations where he want to show them. But yeah, it is what it is.
No, I agree with that. And then that's part of us getting older too, man. Because it's like a lot of people that I used to fuck with tough when I was younger. I won't say that I necessarily outgrew them. But
you outgrew them.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if I was to get an invite from them, from those individuals that I'm referring to, and then I was to get an invite from you niggas in terms of us linking up, and I got years. Them niggas got years on you dudes.
Right.
And I would have just, I'd been over there and we'd all just been kicking.
Yeah.
You hit them niggas with the who over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
yo, that shit was real as fuck when I saw that shit. That meme, like, that's real as hell. It depends who over there.
Facts.
Before I get up out my bed and go deal with this foolishness.
First off, if I ask who over there, I'm not coming regardless. Right. I don't care who you tell me over there.
Right. If I got to ask in the first place, you already know. You already fucking know. Shit. Anyway, hey man, the sale finally made it. An hour late. It's cool though. It's cool. This is business, but it's cool.
Hey, it is, man. But look, I got a lot of different hats, bro.
Wear many hats, man of many different hats.
I do too. I got a fitted. I got a snapback. I got what else? I got.
You ain't got a fedora. You got a fedora?
You just fedora.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got a fedora. Yeah. I rock that on the.
We know you got a fedora.
I got a fedora, man. I don't even care though.
It's a fact. Hey, listen, I want to move on to the next thing now that you're here, but I do want to give you a option. I don't know if you heard the critiques that we got from the Everyday Black Men show.
I did.
You did?
And
did you have
that
anything
was the
you
main motivator in terms of me dropping what I was doing and getting on. Because I felt like, so we know them, and I got a chance to meet Ricochet Reed. And he a cool dude.
Cool dude.
He wasn't on that. He wasn't on that
episode. There was only 2 of them.
Yeah. So
what you want to do? You want to ride on these niggas, man? What you trying to do, B?
They don't want that, dog. I don't think that's what they want. That's not what they want.
I mean, all of us gave our opinions. Tony think it was just criticism. He was trying to correct us, and that is what it is. And that's was like, it is what it is. We was dead wrong on the Washington Mutual thing, but other than that, we could ride. And I gave what I said was, I just basically was like, listen, I think it's a miscommunication of who we are and who they are. Like the standards that they trying to live up to, we not trying to live up to. That's their lane. Our audience, our purpose is totally different, and that's just what I wanted to put out in the air. What do you want to put out in the air to sell?
So, this the thing, right? I guess because I personally know the main host over there, I know that it didn't come from any ill intentions.
Correct.
So I wasn't insulted by any means when I was listening to it, because when you actually hear, I like Everyday Black Men podcast, listening to it, and the fact that they go back, he chose to go back and correct his own shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't really get too offended by him correcting some of ours.
Right. Right. I get it.
So normally we'll pull facts and shit and we'll fact check, but that I mean, we was just, we was kicking the shit and we was
just
talking.
vibing.
And which is a lot of the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that we could we fact check more? Absolutely. Now it is a couple of things that they touched on that I want to touch on. Them touching on it.
Is that right?
Pause.
Most definitely, because I listened to the whole show.
Me too. I know.
I listened to the absolute whole show.
Are you about to talk about Malik?
Huh?
You talking about Malik?
Malik. Yeah. So Malik was cool. He said a couple of things that I thought was funny. Malik to me.
No. This nigga was talking about Malik Yoba and kept calling him Malik.
That's bro. I told my wife that. I was like, one. Oh, see, I thought Malik was the other. So I'm bad with the names, bro. I'm still learning the.
That's
they air names.
That dude named Armstead.
Yeah. But the Malachi Yoba, like nigga, one is Malik Yoba. One, they're older than me.
Right.
And I know Malik, Malik Yoba from fucking New York Undercover, my nigga. You don't know him from Empire.
He said Empire. That was another thing. I wanted to slap these niggas. But I was like, hey, that's not me. I don't got nothing to do with that.
Your show can't be called Everyday Black Man, and you don't even know who the fuck Malik Yoba is.
Facts, nigga.
I told you somebody
get them niggas.
Somebody podcast is named incorrectly.
Get them niggas.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's everyday safe black men. There's the black men that be on the movies, and you got that token black guy with the plaid shirt button all the way up.
Right. Oh, the soap opera black man.
Yeah.
That nigga that don't know, none of us see in the hood, but they be on the TV show.
Right.
You can't, there's no way you can mix up Malik. Every time I see Malik Yoba, I'm like, that's New York Undercover.
Yeah, right. You recognize him from that.
I didn't even see an episode of Empire to know he was on Empire.
Nigga, I didn't know he was on Empire.
New York Undercover, nigga. That's it.
And how fitting is the name New York Undercover?
It is absolutely too early to be condemning Jay-Z off the business moves he made.
Niggas.
So that was the final word that we said. So we kind of went around the room and we talked about it, but we all came to the agreement that we need to give Jay-Z a little more time and readdress the issue.
Right.
So, because we don't know yet. Mm-hmm. We have no idea. And there's no way, and I said this before, and then they even quoted, and then me and Ness agreed on this. There's no way that you can make change by simply protesting, and that's it. Like, you have to put some type of actions in place. And maybe this is the first step. The move he's making is the first step to the actions that need to be taken in order to make that change. Because unless you're actually sitting down at that table and giving our point of view, there's no way that, like we gotta give more time, bro. Gotta give more time.
Right, and I feel like that's what we expressed.
Jay-Z has earned. He's earned time.
You did right.
He's earned time. Through everything that he's done. He's earned time. And the only two ways to create change is extreme conflict or dialogue. He's creating dialogue.
This is a fact.
Exactly. So I had but he was kind of right about the Popeyes chicken shit. I was like, oh shit, good. That was a good fact check.
Well, I forgot what he said about the Popeyes joint.
The thing about the Popeyes thing. Go ahead.
When Faye said the rat meat, and then we just kind of was like, oh yeah. But it wasn't like that was her opinion. You know what I mean? Like she didn't even base that off facts. She just was like, yo, after that I was done with Popeyes.
Yeah. And I don't think everybody jumped on the bandwagon. Was like, oh, you right. They got rat meat. Don't eat that no more because they got rat meat. We was just like, oh, for real, that's your experience. Okay, we still talking about that. And I don't even think the conversation was about that. The conversation was overarching about why black people running to go eat this chicken for no goddamn reason because it's just a goddamn chicken sandwich. That's what the conversation was about. What is the fact checking that needs to be going on there? I don't understand. That was our opinions or the agenda we was putting across.
I feel like we can't do like, nigga, one, I love watermelon and chicken. That's all. I love it.
Right.
But I can't eat it in certain environments. I just refuse to do
that. I'm not gonna let you look at me eat this chicken and get the satisfaction.
I need specifics, bro. What environment can you not eat watermelon and chicken in, man? We need this, man.
At Chick-fil-A, if they start serving watermelon on the side, not doing it. No.
I work in an environment where there's not a lot of brothers that look like me, and the brothers that look like me don't necessarily talk like me. But I rock with whoever is. I guess my wife said I rock with asshole personalities. So the people they might not be black, but they cool though. I think you guys were welcome into the circle and everything.
Right.
And but yeah, so I wouldn't, even when I'm out and I'm the only black person, I don't go to the watermelon and the chicken. And I be looking at, there's been situations where I was like, yo, that chicken look good. I can't do it.
Right.
Like, I'm down in Tennessee right now. Last month, I was trying to find the watermelon Ciroc. And then I went into this liquor store, and the white dude behind the counter, I'm like, hey, man, you got any Ciroc? And he was like, the watermelon.
Oh shit!
Did he give you the face as he said it?
Yeah, he gave me that face, and then I got upset with him and myself that I allowed myself to be in this situation, and then two, that he was completely fucking right. Nigga, I wanted the watermelon.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, I had to throw him a curveball. I was like, nah, man, it's just the vanilla. I'm looking for the vanilla Ciroc. Oh, they got watermelon? I didn't even know. And then I went over there. They didn't have it anyway. So I just called the rest of the stores and I put my white voice on. And I'm like, hey, you guys got any fucking watermelon Ciroc?
I feel. Listen,
true story, my nigga.
Listen, I'm not mad at everyday black man. What's the last words you want to say on these guys? Check them out.
It is all love. Like, if it was somebody that I did not know personally, I probably would have took it a little more personal, if that makes
right.
Right. You know what I mean? But the fact that I already know, and then I know the standards that he holds himself to, I just look at it as mostly a challenge, man. It's no different from us. When we critiquing each other once we're done recording, and then we talk about different things. So yeah, I mean, it's absolutely all love.
Oh yeah,
I have no issues with it whatsoever.
They in the family. They're my niggas, man.
Fuck that! I'm pulling up on them niggas with the sticks, nigga.
Hey, you can always get a what is it? Water balloon drive-by.
Yo, well, we could do a
toilet paper.
Do a celebrity tag team MMA match. Made with Real versus everyday black man.
You raise some money for
you
Bermuda?
might be on to something. We might have to have a Made with Real everyday black man face off with the podcast, nigga.
I'm down. I'm definitely
down for that.
down.
And you know what? I'll throw the first shots.
Who's
my man that was on there with hey yo, what's the names again?
You got Ricochet Reed. That's
right. I met him.
And then you got Armstead.
And then
Riker.
Riker's my brother. So it is absolute all love with Riker. I have no issues with Riker. Right. I have no issues with none of them. But I'm going to throw the first shots at Armstead.
Okay.
Get that.
Go ahead,
bro. fucking human echo over there. This nigga amigo. This nigga act like one of the amigos, man. He's ad-libbing on everything.
And that's a fact. Hey, this is constructive criticism, bro. I don't think they need an actual echo chamber.
I'm going to give you a live example. Go ahead. Say something.
I don't think podcasts need, they call it an echo chamber when you're in a room full of people who agree.
Echo chamber.
I don't think they need literal echo chamber where you literally echo everything Riker says.
Literally write what Riker says.
It gets a little comical. It seems a little cartoonish.
Hee ha ha.
Oh, real talk. That's something I would say I've seen since day one with them. And I was like, that's kind of interesting, but whatever works for you, my brother. It's not my place to come and tell you what to do or not to do with your show. Is how I feel.
Yep. Yeah, it's no judgment. But I was riding in the car with my oldest son, and he was asking me why I wasn't a big Migos fan. And I said, their music is catchy, but I said, it's too many ad-libs. Yeah. So at the end of every bar, they drop in the ad-lib.
Right.
And it was just too much. And I was just pointing it out to him. it was like ice. You know what I mean? Like,
way too
that's
many,
exactly what I thought of when I was hearing my man.
Yeah,
but it's all love. Again, it's all love. I'm throwing first shots.
Hey, that is what it is. You better take it.
Face off. Maybe we're real versus motherfucking everyday black man.
We gonna debate who got the most money, who get the most bitches, and who got the better car.
Designate the time, designate the place, and I will designate your ass.
That's that shit, bro. I tried to say that on another episode. People was like, "What the fuck you say?" I ain't do it right, but that's the quote right there. Designate your ass.
We all gonna pull up. We gonna pull up. Motherfucking Tony gonna have one hair color. It's gonna be black. He ain't gonna have highlights, which means that you niggas are in trouble.
Right.
It's serious.
Right. Focus T money, my nigga.
Word. You don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that shit. Man. Anyway, listen. Since we all in a good mood, let's talk about brother code.
Ooh.
Man law. Ooh. I'm talking about man law real quick before we get up out of here. We gotta talk about this shit, bro. The question is, everybody here had a friend possibly who cheated on somebody before. You knew a friend of yours who was cheating on their girl. Probably, right? Were you also friends with that man's girlfriend who was getting cheated on? Have you been in that situation? And if so, whose side are you on? What do you do? What do you do about that? What do you do when you're friends with the dude and the chick and you know one of them are cheating? Let's say the dude is cheating on the girl, but you're friends with both of them. How do you handle that?
So, all right, who did you meet first?
Who did you meet first?
Yep.
It's a very big important. It's important. That's important. Let's say the dude.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's two different ways. We got to attack it from both ways. Where you met the girl first and you met the dude first.
Okay.
So let's say you met the dude first, right?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all been friends for like 10 years. You and the girl and the dude. You, the girl, and the dude been friends for like 10 years, maybe 11 with the dude.
So what? You meet the nigga in January, March. You meet the nigga in January 2009, and the girl in December 2009.
Yeah, he gets around December. They get serious, and you're like, okay, I guess that's really is your boo. All right, cool. And then from then on, y'all been cool for a long.
Okay, first off, between January and December, me and this nigga done killed niggas, robbed banks. You know what I'm saying?
There's a bond there. There's a strong bond there
right,
now.
right,
I got you. But you meet the girl, and over the last 5 years, she been giving she been giving you advice on females. She helped you pick out the fucking gifts for your girl that got you. You know what I mean? Got all that. She did all that for you because she mad cool peoples. And y'all close.
I'm gonna feel bad about that. I'm gonna feel bad. I've never been in that specific situation.
Right. Me, I haven't either. But I'm trying to figure out what would I do. What do you do? You feel bad, but do you stay out of it completely, or do you lie for your homie who cheated?
Okay, so
or tell on your homie.
I have a hard time lying in situations like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm probably just gonna stay out of that shit, bro.
Right. And that's why I said earlier, I'm staying out of it.
Because if it comes up, first off, okay, I'm not a real friend if I haven't had this conversation with my nigga. Like, yo, you been with this broad for 10 years, my nigga?
Why are you cheating?
This is wife. This is wifey. We've had this conversation at this point. If it comes up, my silence is gonna tell her everything she needs to know. But I'm gonna be silent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's my nigga.
I get that. The silence will go ahead and let everybody know what the fuck is really going on. But I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. From the way I see it, I feel like you said, you're gonna have that conversation with your boy when you find out he cheating.
Right.
Once you have that conversation, you kind of have an unspoken law already where you're not gonna tell the girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if it goes on for any longer than that, and she finds out and then wants to address it or whatever, it been going on for a long time and you haven't told, so you can't tell now because one, it make you look crazy. Like, oh, so you knew I've been getting cheated on for the last 6 months and you ain't say nothing.
All right, so switch gender roles.
All right, switch gender roles. So you cool with the homie? You knew the girl first though.
Yeah.
You knew the girl first, right? How cool are you with the homie? Yeah, I play basketball now. Shit, you go kick it with her boyfriend every now and again because y'all just that tight. But you and the girl was friends beforehand.
It's crazy in this world of double standards, bro.
Because you feel like you gonna tell her.
I'm telling her.
It's crazy in this world of double standards. It's like, all right, I done, did whatever, we cool with this nigga, but fuck this nigga, man.
Yo, I swear to God, for some reason I feel the same way. I don't know why. You know what it is?
That's fucked up.
I feel like because you was friends with that girl, that dude has never really became your real friend.
That's real. Even though he's trying because he understands the dynamic.
And you can get along with him, and y'all get along perfectly fine, but you still have her best interest at heart because that being your friend for the longest.
Right,
yeah, I got a deeper bond maybe or something like that.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, if you know the girl first, I feel like you wind up wanting to protect her enough to tell on this dude who you consider a friend, but he wasn't there before you and her.
He probably wouldn't be a friend. He would probably just be a nigga I say. He's a cool nigga.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it'll be on a surface seem like a friendship, but in reality, it's just somebody you cool with. No big deal. So if he fuck up, he fucked up, and I'm protecting my homegirl.
And you know, it's kind of different when it comes to men and females, man. Because when it comes to the women in my life, it's like, yo, fuck these niggas, man.
Yeah.
Fuck these niggas, dog.
I feel
like I'll box one of these niggas for you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a dude that's getting cheated on, it's kind of like,
stop being a sucker, nigga. Get
Yeah.
your shit together.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that's fucked up, bro. Why do we leave niggas to hang like that? Like, we don't want to protect our niggas because we don't expect niggas to have to be protected or be being preyed upon or done dirty by females. Although everybody got a story about how a female did them dirty, but we not trying to protect our homeboys from being done dirty by females.
It's a tough shit. So, all right, so I was the one getting cheated on in my situation, in my experience.
Right.
It was Noel that saw the shit going on. He told me about the shit.
You know what happened? Did you wild out on that nigga? You didn't believe him?
No, I believe.
You believe him?
You know who I'm talking about.
I
So
do.
yeah, so I definitely believed him, and that's kind of what put everything into motion for me to get everything worked out. You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
up, maybe I.
Hey, you know it's
don't
great.
know.
You know, nigga. You definitely know.
What?
Do you want the?
Yeah. I get you. I don't remember the story.
You don't know the story. Yeah,
I don't
you don't
know the
remember the
story.
story, but you know who I'm talking about.
I do. All right.
Fortune, you remember when you told me it was you were talking? I was dating this one girl, and you were talking to a friend, and then she told you something when they went to Florida, and then you came back and told me.
Yeah. That's because you was my homie. I ain't really fuck them. I didn't care about that. You was my homie. That's what I'm saying. That's easy. That's easy. I wasn't friends with her. Like, not for real.
Yeah.
I only was around her because of you. I would have never hung out with her outside with you not around.
And it's also a different dynamic to where if it's your nigga and a girl is cheating on him, and then you come back to him like, yo, my nigga, she's stepping out. It could turn into a situation where it's like, my nigga, you trying to fuck her or something?
Right. You trying to get in
You
on
trying
this?
to beat? Like, you trying to get me away from her so you can smash, nigga?
Right.
You know
But
what I'm saying? It's kind of tough.
It depends on your homie. Like, if you know, like, if it's your homie, it shouldn't go there. It shouldn't. I don't see, like, any of y'all coming to tell me something to me turning it around like, oh, you must be trying to be with her or some shit.
That would never happen with you.
Right, that's what because we homies, so it depends on how close you are. So I don't know. Listen, would you?
I don't know. I've been on both sides of that, and so the first one was my homeboy is like my brother, and then he had his girl, and she ended up being like my sister, and they was together for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. He was cheating, and I told him, I'm like, yo, man, what you cheating on? And he still decided to do his thing, and she called me. When she found out, she called me crying, cussing me out, like, yo. I know it. She was like, did you know he was cheating on me? And we supposed to be like brothers and sister. And did you know? And I straight up lied to her, nigga. I was like, he cheated.
Is that nigga cheating?
I said, yo, I'm not even saying his name. I had no idea. Like, I guess he must have kept that shit to himself.
Right.
Because that's where my loyalty lied.
Because you knew him first? To me, history doesn't make a relationship. So you saying?
So I've met people like Forchunit. I haven't even known you that long. Like, well, compared to most people I actually know.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think we probably 8 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
That nigga said they ain't know you that long.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna say like 2 years? You said 8.
But so I say that because I got people that I actually grew up with, bro. Went to elementary school with.
We
talk from
20
time
years
to time.
plus.
But again, I don't mess with them niggas like that. But I call you and be like, hey, bro, what you think about this?
Right. So
you know what I mean?
So
if Ness was around more when I come in town to record,
Right.
It'll probably be established that way. But this nigga's a business.
I'm in town right now, though, nigga. I'm in town right now, though, nigga. What we doing, nigga?
I don't want no advice from T-Money. No, I'm joking, man. But I think it depends on where the loyalty lies.
So you have you been in a situation where you're more loyal to the female, even though you've known the dude longer? Have you ever come across that?
Again, that yes, but I didn't say anything because. So I guess I just contradicted myself. I didn't say anything because I didn't want it to look like I was trying to get at her.
Dog, it's so many different variables. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be best friends with the guy and meet the girl later, but y'all end up friends. She ends up cheating,
right?
And it's like, you know, or same scenario, he ends up cheating, you know, or you can meet the girl first. Guy comes in later, he ends up cheating, or she, you know, it's like it's.
Let me tell you what happens to me. Once look, like we all friends, right? We all friends. Who was it? Damn, it's a person I had in my mind. Either way, me and my wife, you know, we got mutual friends that we were close to. I was really, really close with this girl before I met my wife. I thought we was ace bone cone. We was super tight. Then I meet my wife. They're friends. I not immediately, but slowly over time, removed myself from being that attached to that other girl. Because now that they have a friendship, I know where their loyalty is going to lie, and I have to remove myself from trying to, or thinking that I would have any sort of loyalty between her and her. And I knew it wasn't going to be the case. I do the same thing with dudes get a girl. Like, I know this girl for a long time, and then you start dating them. Okay, cool. We cool and I'm gonna be cool, but in my mind and kind of in my actions, I'm gonna back up a little bit and not be that tight with them no more. You know what I mean? Because that's your girl now, and it's just different. It's different, and I don't want to have to make that decision. So I choose out the gate who I'm gonna be fucking with, and I'm gonna choose my homie. Like that's my homie. Y'all dating now. I'm not gonna choose her. I'm choosing my homie. Now we close, so now I know if something go down, nigga, I'm telling. Not on you. I'm telling on her. You know what I'm saying? Like. That's just how I deal with it.
The whole dynamic is weird to me, man. Like if my niggas, if I've known my nigga first and then the girl comes in the situation, they end up dating. I hate adding the female friend on Facebook. I hate that shit, bro.
That's just weird.
That's just weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's definitely weird.
I don't even like looking her, like if we're in the same room, I don't even like looking her in the eye like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro. It's like that awkwardness where you're like, listen, I know we cool. It shouldn't be a problem, but I just don't want no problems. I don't want no problem. I want them to be misconstrued. I treat you with a certain level of respect and a certain approach that we don't do that. I don't do that. Yeah, we can kick it when everybody kicking in school. I'm not gonna be weird. But at the same time, in certain situations, I'm just spacing myself from your girl, from your situation, from all of that. Unless that girl is calling me all the goddamn time. All
this sounds like
time.
Experience.
It is.
Sounds
experience.
like experience.
It's definitely experience.
With who? We need names, nigga. We need names. We need.
I'm not trying to put on Front Street nothing like that, but we all have a friend at this table.
Just rename the friend. Rename the friend.
Man.
Same letter of the first. Same first letter.
I don't know how I get in this situation where I'm somebody's what do you call it?
Bestie.
Not bestie, but your advice counselor. Like your relationship coach.
You a smart nigga.
It's not even that. He be more calm than most people. He like, I think y'all should do this and that. And the female goes with what he says.
I don't want to do that. That's not my purpose. The only reason I'm speaking to them is to try to save you. Like, that's the whole purpose. I'm not trying to lie to them though either.
And that's the thing. They believe him. Like they're like, he won't lie to me. So I'm like,
because I'm not lying to them, but I'm presenting you. All right, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Let's go.
I'm not lying to you. If your girl called me, I'm not gonna lie to her. I'm not gonna lie to her. I'm gonna give her true advice, but it will be painted with a brush that will, in some way, shape, or form, benefit my homie. It's facts. It could benefit her too, but it's also gonna benefit my homie, and I'm not gonna.
But
lie.
I tell you, but any female that's gonna call her dude's homeboy expecting real advice is a fucking idiot anyway. Because my wife, she might ask you a question, and then she gonna tell you, "Well, I know you're gonna defend that nigga anyway."
Right?
Well,
yeah.
She just.
Yo, I seen some shit that was like extremely damning on the internet the other day.
Really?
Yo, like for dudes in general, it was like a girl calls up her boyfriend's best friend, says to the best friend, "Hey, is what's the name sleeping on your couch right now? Where is so and so at?" And the homie is like, "Yeah, that nigga right here. He right here. He's sitting on the couch." He was like, "Is that a fact? Because he's sitting right next to me. I told you that nigga was gonna lie for you." He's like, "You can't do shit about that. You can't do anything."
He's
actually with the girl.
That's a bad example.
Why is that? That's a fact.
That's actually a good example.
The female has all the power to prove that the friend is gonna lie, and now you are no longer credible ever again.
That's a great example.
You get caught up in that shit. What you gonna do?
Well, I say that's a bad example because nigga, you should have gave me a heads up to lie.
No, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance because the girl's like, I'm gonna call.
I got you.
You know
all right. No, that was a good example.
And most niggas gonna try to lie for their homie. Like, hey,
right.
Man, he sleep. He got drunk last night. You know, I don't know. He came over drunk on the sleep.
I think it is an unsaid. So I'm about to get a little sexist.
Let's go.
But I think that it is mostly a bond. So I stay in my lane if it's the female that I'm closer with. And even though I know them the same amount of time, because dudes feel a certain way when there's a woman involved. So I will fall back just off of GP because he may not tell me that he feel uncomfortable about our relationship, but I just don't even want it to get there to where it will alter ours.
Exactly.
I've been in situations. Huh?
Nah, go ahead.
I've been in situations to where this is before I was married and I was single, but I was messing around with somebody. And her homegirl's boyfriend, I met in passing. Like we just kind of met. And true story. So I went over this other chick house. She was like, "Yeah, I got my homegirl here." And the dude, I was on the little creep thing. The dude was there too with somebody else.
Okay.
We never spoke of this. Like, we was like, "Oh yeah, I know him." Blah blah blah. And we talked it up. But that's how y'all know each other. Nah, that's my boy.
Yeah,
that was it.
And then when y'all go back to reality, don't even bring it up. Act like it never happened. Never spoke about it. No comments. No side eyes. Nothing.
Pretty much.
Niggas keep it real.
I'm gonna keep it funky, man. I can't lie, man. In the context of what we're talking about, if I knew the girl first and she was the scumbag out here cheating on the nigga, I'm probably not gonna tell that nigga, man.
Why? Is the nigga your homie?
After she's my homie, yeah.
Right. So you're closer with the girl.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell her. I mean, if your loyalty is with that chick,
the same scenario that if he calls me like, "Yo, she on the couch right now?"
Right.
Like, yeah. She on
the couch. God damn. I mean, I feel you. If that's what your loyalty is, I think it goes with loyalty. But that's the other thing. People try to shape. I know I do. I shape who I have to be loyal to. I try to shape that.
It does add a whole different dynamic in the sense that if she's attractive, this nigga thinks I want to smash.
Right. Facts. So they think that you stayed loyal to her because
I'm trying to beat eventually. Yeah.
Is there some truth to that?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't want to say every girl who's attractive that you're a friend with, that dudes would never ever not want to have sex with them, because there is a point where you don't care. You're not chasing that. You don't give a damn about, and we just really just people.
So listen, if I'm single, I have to put that out there first.
Right.
If I'm single and my female friend is attractive, I've definitely thought about that shit.
Right.
And in the event that it ever crosses my path, probably gonna do that shit.
Right.
So that's what
Oh shit. I mean, okay.
All right. So at what point would you be? Is there ever a point where you're single, a female friend of yours who is very attractive, and it comes across your path where this is an opportunity that you would pass up because your friendship is a certain way?
I have before, so yeah, I can say that with my chest down. I have. Okay. I feel good about that.
I have too.
But most 90% of the time.
Yeah, I feel you. But I've done it. I've definitely done it. So I don't. But that doesn't mean people are wrong when they say a dude will always want to have sex with a certain girl or something like that.
I mean, it's been plenty of situations where I've wanted to and I just didn't because maybe I didn't want to fuck up the relationship, the friendship.
Exactly, that does happen.
Yeah.
So two things can be true at the same time, ladies. Okay, yeah, out here niggas is telling y'all I'm not trying to fuck that bitch. Okay, I don't care about her like that. We just friends. That's true. What's also true is that I will fuck that bitch. I'm just saying, but two things can be true at the same time. It does happen.
Facts though. It's facts.
It does happen. I passed up on stuff that I, had no reason to pass up. I should have did different things, but I did it because I didn't. Whatever was telling me not to do it, I didn't do it. It's okay. It's okay.
Everything ain't black and white like that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And dudes are simple, but some things are a little bit deeper than what y'all make us out to be. You know what I'm saying? We're not all fucking animals. There's a side of us that fucking gives a damn.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, man. So, fuck what we talking about? What the fuck we talking about just now?
First off, I'm pulling up on EBM with the sticks, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
EV everyday what the
EBM nigga everyday them niggas getting rolled up on. You heard?
Everybody baby moms. Everyday black men. Everybody's baby moms.
Hell no.
But yeah, man. I think we rocking it for the day, yo. Look, what else y'all want to talk about?
Oh, nigga, I just found out that Marvel is talking about having fucking Denzel Washington play Magneto.
That's what? You know what's crazy about that is Magneto is a Holocaust survivor. Right. I know he was based off of Malcolm X's character. But how would they make that work knowing that, in canon he's a Holocaust survivor?
Hold on. How was he based off of Malcolm X?
Malcolm
you don't know the story?
I do not. That's
Magneto,
what I'm asking now.
Magneto and Professor X are Malcolm and Martin. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I never even thought about it. I mean, I've seen it and it crossed my mind.
It's not some shit that you would think about and come across. Like, it's literally, like Stan Lee said, Professor X is Malcolm. And Magneto is Malcolm.
No. Professor X is
Martin.
Yeah.
And Magneto
I've
is
thought
Malcolm
that
X.
to myself watching
That's crazy.
not the Last Stand, but Days of Futures Past. I thought that to myself. Like,
that's crazy that you thought that.
That's wild. Like that's
but it's
what
just
it
like
looks
they made Samuel Jackson.
Well, I mean, Samuel L. Jackson was. You talking about Nick Fury?
Yeah, he's white.
He's been black and white.
But how the hell can they do this?
But that's based off of. I see what you're saying. So what you saying, T Money? I feel like they do it all the time because at the time when comic books was coming out, they was also openly calling us niggas out in the street. So everybody was white. Right. So you didn't get a lot of black characters. Right. But when you try to give them an origin like the fucking Holocaust, that is kind of hard to work around.
That's a tough one to integrate into the MCU, especially seeing that we've already seen Magneto's origin story. I mean, they have no problem rebooting.
It was done well and well documented. I liked that one when they did the whole where he came from and him breaking out from them. I was good.
Why he couldn't? I think it's an easy fix. You redo it and give him a looser version of Malcolm X's origin story. His dad get pulled out by the Klan down in fucking out in the South.
White folks gonna hate that shit. Yeah. Do we care?
They'll probably hate it, but real comic book, people that be up on it, they'll already know. I knew that shit came right out of Stan Lee's mouth. I was actually telling my wife about it the other day. We up there talking, and I was like, "Yo, you hear about this?" And she was like, and I told her, I was like, "Yo, he got that from," which makes sense to me because get the brother that played Malcolm X.
Yeah, that's a fact. But that shouldn't be dope.
Then you have the black people that say black people were the original Jews in the first place.
Right.
No, I didn't even go there. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's facts.
Oh, did Stan Lee say this out of his mouth? Well, who made this announcement?
Stan Lee.
But I'm saying he's dead now.
So you talking about Malcolm? I don't know who.
Who's following through with Denzel playing Magneto?
Right, Marvel. Stan Lee didn't
say,
"Hey, I want Denzel to play Magneto." Stan Lee said the influence of of Magneto and Professor X came from the civil rights movement. And you think about it, so Magneto's like, hey, we want to segregate ourselves completely from the human race, which is what Malcolm was on earlier.
And we kill those who kill us.
Right.
Exactly. And kill those who kill us. And X is saying, hey, no, we can all live together.
Right.
And you know, so it makes sense to me, man.
I
love that idea.
I love it too, but you're going to have the same Little Mermaid outrage going on.
So Forchunit is saying who in the MCU is following through with Denzel.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but if he's saying that
actor,
this was just announced that Marvel is going to do that, somebody's doing it.
So it was announced from a group that actually made other. Was right now it's a rumor, so it wasn't officially announced from Marvel. But the group that actually put it out was also the group that was talking about. That gave facts about the Captain Marvel movies and was telling us about the Fox merger before it happened. So they was just. It's credible. It's a credible source.
Right. All right.
So, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. Denzel.
Who would be Malcolm?
Fucking Will Smith. There's certain black characters that you can throw in there, and it'll lessen the amount of white Americans getting upset. Denzel's definitely one of them.
You bringing up a question?
You just answered my question.
What?
He said. My question was who would be Martin, and he said Will Smith.
Right. But my question was. Is everybody? Is it going to be a whole black X-Men? Because how can you really just replace one of them and make them black without making the entire cast black?
For it to make sense? They are fictional characters.
They are.
Why not?
So you can pick and choose and pop this one, that one. I mean, I guess they doing that with Ario. Ain't her sister's going to be
these
fucking
niggas levitate
white?
Boats with their mind, bro.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I guess they could be black.
I guess that's the thing that bothers me is when. These characters was created in a time where black thought of as equals. Right. So we wasn't really acknowledged. So as time grew on, obviously I feel like these characters should also reflect what's going on today. And that's pretty much that's how you're supposed to do it.
That's true. If it wasn't such segregation back then, it might have been more black characters from the jump.
So, okay. This is why I think we need to push black superheroes that we already have, like the prime example of this would be Blue Marvel. This nigga is this nigga. You know, he thrived in that time with a mask on, so nobody knew he was black.
Word.
He got in the fight with the Anti-Monitor Man, and his mask was like splashed in half or something. So as he beat that nigga, they saw he was black. Therefore, he banished himself to the moon. You know what I'm saying? And didn't.
Shit.
Yeah. So, like, I feel like something like that would be more conducive to, pushing the whole comic book culture.
Trying to change something that people are try to
because, like, he's actually based on that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think both can be done. I think both should be done. Because a lot of these stories that you're telling me right now, like I don't know about this dude at all, but it sounds like I want to hear it. If he fought Anti-Monitor, I know Anti-Monitor, so I didn't know about this shit.
Blue Marvel is fire. He's Marvel has several different Superman counterparts.
Right.
He's one of them.
Sentry stuff like that.
Yeah. He's one of them. Blue Marvel is fire.
I would fuck with it. If they put it in
I would do
form.
Blue Marvel over older other black comic book characters because they always, like, with the exception of Black Panther, I hate the fact that you got to throw black in front of the name of the fucking character. The niggas don't have no black in their suit or nothing. Black light. Nigga, I ain't never seen no Lightning is fucking white, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's black in front of every character.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm over that.
I agree, especially mostly due to the fact that they're having to retcon a lot of these characters and make them black. Give us why not just give us our ones that was already black?
That's true too. They could go ahead and push them. Go ahead and push them motherfuckers, just like they pushing the Asian dude that's coming. The Asian hero. He's been there for a while, but they're talking about making a movie or pushing this cartoon. They're making a movie.
It's coming out next year.
I don't know his name.
I forgot his name, but it's coming out.
It can't be Iron Fist.
No.
They already made him white.
No, there's an Asian superhero.
He's coming up,
and they're making a movie for him. Like, bringing him forward. I wish I could find it. They've been talking about it.
Oh no, because they're talking about bringing in the real Mandarin in Albert.
Actually, yeah, they've been teasing that. They put together like scenes for the real Mandarin.
Word?
Yeah,
I think it's a Shang-Chi.
Yeah, you can search it on YouTube right now.
That should be dope.
Yeah,
that should be dope.
Shang-Chi.
Because that Mandarin that came with Iron Man was Trinidad.
It's Trinidad James.
Yeah, it was a nice curve, man, but I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting.
It was funny, but it wasn't like
because Mandarin is dangerous.
Right,
made him not dangerous. Like it was, what was he? Some
he was an actor.
An actor show.
And they made him look like they made him look like Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Like you can't look like that and act like that, nigga. What did you do?
Right. This shit was crazy. I don't know, man. But yeah, I would like to see some of these new superheroes coming out. We'll see what they coming up with. We're gonna keep on reporting on it because I think all of us here fuck with the Marvel universe and comic books and all that shit.
Yeah,
why are we here?
Trying to push more gay characters.
They are.
You know what I mean?
They are.
And I mean, I guess so I'm gonna ruffle some feathers here. I'm on the fence. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's a good reflection of what's going on today. And statistically, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm completely cool with that. It means a lot for people that's going through a situation and you see somebody that's actually a reflection of yourself in that position of power. You know what I mean? Like, people enjoy that. On the flip side of that is when they were trying to make Captain America gay. But that's one of my favorite characters. So I was kind of getting upset. Like, no, this nigga's not gay.
Wait. They tried to make.
I don't remember that. You said he tried to make gay?
They were so the
it was gonna be him and the Winter Soldier.
The LBG. Yeah, they were trying to make it like they wanted after Winter Soldier. They were attempting to push on Marvel to make Captain America gay. And that his lover was Bucky.
See, his
lover would be potentially Bucky.
This is why they have Deadpool. They needed, Deadpool always been bisexual, always.
Right. And it's okay. It's accepted by everybody. Nobody. I ain't never heard anybody saying they was mad at Deadpool for
Deadpool, one of the realest niggas in the whole MCU and Marvel.
Keep it funky. That's how his character was built to be. You can't out-real the nigga. That's what he do. He talked to the fourth wall. Yeah.
It's the same thing I'm saying with the black characters, man. Give them their gay character. Don't make niggas that's not gay. Give them gay characters.
But if they don't have it, you got to create something. You're saying create something.
Create something or give them the ones that's already out there.
But
or given the circumstances, right? So I felt like the reason why I didn't agree with Captain America getting gay was one, I guess the same reason why I thought it was odd that his best friend was a black dude, considering that he grew up in the 40s. He was frozen. And then he woke up in an era where you like, hey, nigga. Wait, you know what I mean? I can't call you that anymore.
That nigga sure didn't wake up. He was like, hey, it's all good. It's all good. He should have been like, what are you doing out?
Exactly. He woke up completely okay with everything.
Running around this nigga. On your left, nigga.
He was like,
whoa, did that nigga doctor work on me? I don't.
On your left, nigga. God, yeah. It's crazy. They never addressed it. They did it real smooth.
Hey, so he wasn't like back. I don't know, man. If you're gonna make a character gay, I agree. Either they had to be gay already before, or it's something within that storyline that gave you an opening to where they could where you could turn them gay. And you can't just turn Captain America gay.
I've always felt like this, man. Like when they made Johnny Storm black. Like, no, nigga. Give us black characters. Johnny Storm ain't black, bro.
True.
Johnny Storm ain't black. It don't really make sense.
So well, he was white in the first one. It's like they kept flip-flop.
Right. And the only one that really made sense to me is the
Captain America.
Not Captain America, the Flash TV show. When they made the West black. That one didn't really hit me that hard. Even though Flash is my favorite character, it didn't hit me that hard. It just made sense.
Right.
Everything else, like,
because they have multiple Flashes in the universe that you've seen.
Right.
So it's not hard to accept.
Right. So, just give us our black characters that are already black. Give the LGBTQ community their characters that are already that way. That's why they went so hard with with those left jokes on the Deadpool 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was really pushing that agenda. But it's like, It's Deadpool.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say about that shit? That shit's still fire.
This is where they do it too. This is exactly where they can do that in the Deadpool movie.
But again, it still kind of go back to where you gotta think these comic books were. I don't want a lot of our old black comic book characters because they had black in it because the name was simple fact that they had black. I think that. I like Black Lightning. I was making a joke about him. I like Black Lightning. I like Black Panther. You know what I mean? But just because if I'm a villain. And then one of my fucking minions say, "Oh shit, it's black so and so." I already know he African American.
I don't know. I don't know. We got Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, dog.
Black Adam is white, right?
He's not white. He's
they're from another
Persian
country.
or some shit.
Yeah. All right. I don't know, man. I know as far as gay characters, they're gonna have to create some new ones because none of them was written that way. From the time frame.
The only one is Deadpool.
Is Deadpool. They have to. But the good thing is, there's a void, and there's a author community out there that understands this void and wants that, and they can reach out to them. Like there's people. There's a dude I know named Malachi Bailey. Catch him on Facebook or whatever. He's an author. He writes superheroes from his perspective. He's a gay black man. There's a Julian Winters. He's an author. He does the same thing. We had him on a show a while back on one of my other shows. He's dropping books, and he's trying to fill that void of things that don't exist, like characters like this that you're looking for. So
wait. So you saying that they need to be brand new characters, and you shouldn't take existing characters and make them gay?
I think that's what the people want.
That's how I feel.
Nah, but I think some storylines you can look. So like Captain Marvel, they haven't said her sex, but she come off full gay. She come off gay.
You can make Captain Marvel gay.
True.
You can make Captain Marvel.
I can see that.
You know she's had relationships with men in the comics, but we in the MCU era.
Are we saying that only because she got short hair?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We long hair first.
But then she cut it, and now we saying that because she got short hair.
We in the MCU era where this is what takes precedence. You could definitely make Captain Marvel gay.
You could, right? So, and that's what I'm saying. So I think once that on-screen character go in, depending on the different vibe, like when I seen fucking Justice League, I thought Flash was gay. I just thought the Flash was gay.
No, just because it was just horrible because he couldn't run.
I didn't think that. I thought it was just
his whole mannerisms.
Everything
he was gay. And it wasn't an issue, but they could have easily made him gay, and I'd be like,
they could.
And I like the Flash, but that character.
So you think they did that on purpose?
I'm like, all right.
I just thought it was trash, B.
I thought it was trash too because of the way he was acting. But maybe they did it on purpose. If I'd have known that he was supposed to be Metro kind of in the middle kind of guy, I probably wouldn't have been so mad at it. You know what I'm
saying? Maybe I would have thought the same thing, but Flash is my favorite superhero of all time. I'm expecting the cool ass nigga that talks shit, and run faster than everybody. You know what
athletic looking,
right?
The run was killing me. Terrible.
Yeah, what the fuck was he doing with his leg?
I don't know. I don't know. It's fucking horrible.
That hand behind the back thing,
nigga, that nigga.
Everything.
First off, his leg game was trash. Man. When he was running, his leg game was trash. Dude.
I keep trying to explain this to people. I'm trying to pull up the clip. Like if you YouTube Flash running bad,
it was hilarious.
It's a bunch of it because everybody saw it, and then I come across people like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, nigga, how did you not see how bad that was?
First off, the best speedster on camera in today's era is Quicksilver from not the MCU. But from the X-Men.
It was done well.
That nigga
was done well.
That shit.
Yeah. Best one done. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that I don't like how they try to downplay Speedster's strength. So like it's no way that you could run that fast and you throw a punch and your punch is just above average than a normal human being.
Right.
That don't even make sense.
Right.
And I guess that was always my issue with the Flash because again, that was one of my favorite characters growing up too. Like watching the DC cartoons and shit.
Yeah. Well, see, I was reading the Flash comics, so I know that when this nigga run and punch you, you might explode. You know
exactly. But here's the question, though. We want to talk science of it all.
Right.
What is it in Flash's body that makes don't break his fucking hand in 1,000 pieces when he do punch somebody running that fast?
The Speed Force. The Speed Force is the
strengthens his body
to everything.
It strengthens his body.
It makes it the Speed Force makes it to where if he picks you up and he's running, 4 million miles per hour and he stops, the Speed Force stops your face from exploding.
Okay.
It explains everything.
As long as it's explained. Because I'm just like, I always thought about that and I never really looked into what makes it so that he can do this punch where he runs for 5 miles and punches you without fucking up his own shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I never got the explanation of why his body
would be strong. That's the infinite mass punch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga punches harder than Superman. Basically.
Shit is crazy.
I got two questions since we here.
If you're doing the science of it, if Superman come in, swoops in, and saves from falling off a building, you should be dead anyway. Because the speed that he's moving in,
catches you at should break your neck,
his mass,
and your legs.
Right? You're dead.
Let's not stop disproving.
Unless he compensates for that in his stop.
Right. I don't know, but that you got to be skilled to do that.
That nigga bench pressed the earth,
but for 4 days. The first 2 or 3 people that he saved like that, they died. They died. Exploded in his arms on contact. Before he
That's what I want to see the bloopers. I want Superman first couple of saves.
Yo, you know what the bloopers are of this whole shit is The Boys. Y'all seen that shit? Nigga?
I was thinking that too because that's
just beat me there. You just beat me to that shit.
Yeah,
The Boys is crazy, nigga.
When A-Train ran through Old Boy.
Yo, that set the whole tone of the show. Like, okay, girlfriends is exploding.
Oh shit! Look, The Boys is a show. It's on Amazon, right? Amazon Prime. Y'all watch on Amazon Prime. It's like anti-superheroes or something. That shit's good. Check it out.
If you into it's a mixture between Deadpool and Watchmen. It's probably the best way I could give you.
Facts.
And if you fucks with either one, you'll love it. Because like the writing and the build up to that moment was perfect. It was like the dude and this girl was just talking and they lovey-dovey and he holding her hand. And then all of a sudden, nigga, just the blood.
You see blood and teeth flying.
That's just crazy.
Hey, would I be crazy to say that that's the most unique take on superhero-dom?
Nah. It was very. I've never seen it. I haven't seen Brightburn, so I don't know. But
a lot of people compare it to Brightburn. I haven't seen it though.
I haven't seen Brightburn yet.
Brightburn was all right. It was an obvious. What if
Superman
was evil? If it was already inherited in him, instilled in him that he was going to be evil, regardless of the family that he got.
Right.
But The Boys, so they have a comic book, and it was a scene that Amazon was like, "Yo, we're not putting that on TV." So my man, the Superman version,
Homelander,
yeah. So it's a scene in the comics where Homelander is flying over New York. He's on top of a building, and he's jacking off, and he's. I swear to God, bro. He's beating his meat and he's like, I could do whatever I want. And that's all he was whispering while he's fucking jacking off.
Like imagine first off, the Homelander is stronger than everybody by far.
Right.
What can you do to this nigga if this nigga's
exactly
nothing? You're done. The world is done. He's done. Unless you can mentally get into his head the way the girl did or the woman did for so long until that shit ain't working no more.
Even then, this nigga I don't want to do all these spoilers. Even then, you know.
Watch it. It was good. Over time, it ain't gonna work. That's all I'm
Couple questions.
Yeah, you said you had the 2 questions. Let's end it out there. What's up?
What was y'all superpower be?
If I had
growing
to choose one,
up, or what would we want now?
Right now. What would I need? Shit. I don't know. Honestly, I would want to be multiple people. I multiply myself. That would be the grown up in me telling me what I need to get shit done. I don't know if that's the superpower I want, but I would need that for sure right now. Superpower. Like if I could multiply into 25 different people, I'm doing all kind of shit. I'm doing everything. I'm having a great time at all times. Is
there a central person that feels all of this shit?
Me. Yeah, so everything else is a copy. I'm just sending out copies of myself. The central me, I feel that person over there watching that movie, that person down there having a conversation with, I can feel everything that they doing.
That's fire.
That would be my superpower for the grown-up me to be more efficient. I don't know if it's the one I wanted growing up this whole goddamn time. I probably wanted to fly or be invisible or some shit or super strength. But right now, multiply my ass 50 times whenever I want to.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I would accomplish a lot.
I respect that. I respect that one.
I'd be rich. I'd be strong. I have muscles. All that shit. I'd be able to get it done. I'd be working out. 3 of them are going to be working out 24 hours a day.
And you feel the benefits.
The benefits, it was just slowly changing my body.
I've never seen that.
It's like Naruto. Like Naruto. Yeah. Anything when he was training, anything he did or learned with all his, because he was training by himself at first. It's like, no, multiply yourself and do the training amongst multiple people. Then when you bring all of your copies together, you gain the experience that each of those copies had, or whatever. So that's how he got better so quickly.
You know how I said that was a good answer?
What?
Just a couple seconds ago. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's the laziest fucking answer.
It's smart. Though.
That's some lazy ass shit. That's smart.
Right? That's some lazy ass shit. It's very smart.
I'm telling you, so much shit you can get done. So much shit.
My superpower would still fuck all y'all niggas up though.
What?
You know,
what?
It would be. I'll be Flash.
The Flash. You would that would
one
super
all
speed.
Y'all niggas.
Speed.
Wash
super speed.
Yo, if you can argue, I'm not saying that is ironclad, but you can argue that the Flash is stronger than Superman.
I get it.
Yeah, I technically he should be, and I guess that was always an issue. And they made him seem like he was the weakest one among the Justice League, even after Batman, which really bothered.
Right. You can't, but you can't introduce all of a nigga like, Barry Allen or even what's the nigga West. I forget his name. The other one.
I
you can't introduce their type of powers, and then downplay them. You can't. Right. This nigga can run into the future, run into the past.
Yeah.
He's faster than teleportation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's super fast. I just would always I need a concrete explanation as to why his arms and his body don't explode when he hits stuff.
Speed Force.
It gotta be deeper. We ain't got time to get into it now, but I need a deeper explanation as to why this nigga don't explode when he trip and he hit his face on the ground when he going 8 million miles an hour. His face should be, nigga, you would lose a whole arm on a motorcycle if you fell over.
Well, Barry Allen created the Speed Force just by being himself. You know what I'm saying?
That's great.
It's like a whole different dimension. It's a whole different dimension that every speedster feeds off of, except for Superman. You know what I'm saying? And Supergirl. You know, because them niggas just that powerful.
So Quicksilver uses the Speed Force.
Well, he's in MCU.
Universe.
He's in MCU. Yeah. But if he were, DCU canon or DC canon, he would be Speed Force. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's say who you got?
Shit. So Ness took mine. I'm not gonna repeat it. So I will say, the older I got, I started to like the villains a lot more than the heroes, because it just seemed like there's more character development with them. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, it was just and then they just always seem more interesting the older I was getting. So I would probably go with I just want super intelligence, master tactician.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm cool with that. So whatever you would say super intelligence would be, that's what I would want.
This nigga want to be Megamind. I got you.
But Megamind always loses to Batman.
Yeah, Megamind was taking too many L's.
He's smart.
He either loses to Batman or Lex Luthor.
So who's the smartest of the smart niggas?
It's either Batman or Lex Luthor in DC.
Right.
Yeah, I would take. If we go in DC, I would take Batman. No, I would take Lex. They got the same amount of money. Lex I think is really. Nah, I take Batman.
No, Batman, because he builds his own shit. Like,
I mean, yeah, he helped design it, and
he builds his own shit. So Batman is pretty damn smart.
Yeah,
Lex is.
So I take Batman. I just respect the strategy of it. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of so you get those characters when they without their powers, they ain't shit.
Right.
You take Iron Man out the suit. You get Superman some fucking, I won't even say the green kryptonite that just takes away his powers. I want to say it's yellow. I could be wrong. I'll do a fact check later. And he's just a normal dude. Now on some hand-to-hand shit, Superman gonna get fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
But you talk about just super intelligence and a motherfucker that's just strategy, tactical.
Batman.
I'll take that all day.
All right. Batman. This nigga want to assassinate people. Cool.
Then the nigga said, what's your superpower? The nigga said, I'm rich.
Right. T-Money, who would you be? What would your superpower be?
That nigga about to be the fuck hose man.
I can't get AIDS.
I think it would be Bishop Don Juan.
I'm thinking right now, it'd probably be like Deadpool out. Cause I want to play around and I don't want to die. So I'm fucking around with people like, you can't kill me, nigga. I'm gonna fuck with you.
But you know he still feel everything.
I still feel, but it's like I'm still gonna be joking around like that shit hurt, nigga. But I'm coming back, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I guess eventually you get used to that shit.
Yeah, it's like he gets shot. He's like, but he makes jokes while he's getting fucked up. Right. When what was his name? It's like I was breaking his arms and he was joking around with the nigga. Like,
you know what? I can see you being actually that fits.
I can definitely see it. I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I'll be having fun won't go away.
And that nigga knows every martial art style known to man and shit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be around this nigga Tony if he was dead.
Can't fuck with him. Don't fuck with him, man. Too much. And you know that nigga want to fight too. I knock you out. Come on, man. Come on. You don't have to do this every time you come to my house. Chill out. Anyway, hey, I didn't know we was gonna get into that whole Marvel shit, man. But goddamn, nigga, we a bunch of nerds too.
What is you, nigga? What is you?
I said I'm gonna be the multiple. I'm at
you did.
I'm at Shadow Jutsu from Naruto.
Facts.
Multiple.
Yo, you know what? I'll take that back. Now I think I used to respect Taskmaster growing up.
Taskmaster.
Reading the comics.
You got to explain that for a nigga. I'm not a big Taskmaster. I don't know too much about Taskmaster.
So he was a villain, and he had photographic memory. He was a master tactician. You show him something once, and he would mirror that style. So a lot of times he'd have he used to get into fights with fucking Captain America. And he'd be beating the shit out of him because whatever Cap do, he would adjust to it, and he'd do the exact same thing. Like whatever move that he see, all he had to do is see the move, and he'd mirror that shit.
So I might have to.
I thought it was some cool ass shit reading the comics, and then he's supposed to be in the new Black Widow movie. So I hope they don't fuck this character up.
I might have to do you one better. There's this character in the MC in the Marvel universe called Protege. This nigga can be exposed to anybody and copy whatever their power is. Like
the whole power.
If he looks at Apocalypse, he can be Apocalypse.
Oh shit.
Protege.
Look up Protege. I didn't know about him until like last year.
That's cheating like a motherfucker.
Yeah, nigga, if this nigga looks at Galactus, he can be Galactus.
Wow. Okay.
You know
it's kind of like Morph from the okay,
but multiplied by a few million. You know what I'm saying?
He actually have the powers.
Yeah, like if he saw the Beyonder, he could be that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous.
Shit.
Ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, you did beat me with that one. I'll take that.
Anyway, all right, man, we gonna get out of here, man. Made with Real came through. We had to respond to our homies. It's all love. Check out Everyday Black Men when you get a chance, man. We fuck with them. But it is what it is. You feel me? Came out. Had the big old Marvel conversation. We're going to talk about some more shit.
Nerd shit.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Everybody got a little nerd in them, you know what I mean? I ain't mad at it. Hope y'all not. Either way, check us out, man. The family is growing, by the way. The family is growing. 52s and Smoke is blowing up. We got our fifth show. Fifth show just signed on with us, so we got a fifth show we'll be producing as well. The network is growing. Please follow 52s and Smoke, and that's who fucks with us. That's the podcast network that this show here, Made with Real, is produced on. Also, check out Fantasy Outsiders and check out the Safe Space whenever you get an opportunity. But, like and subscribe, comment, tell us about your favorite characters, what powers y'all would have, all kind of bullshit. Whatever y'all want to do, just interact, man. Join the community, you feel me? Made with Real is doing a damn thing. We gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
I'm pulling up on EBM with the sticks, nigga.
Bang, 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 bang. Pow, pow. I don't know.